Hi, this is Stefano Pando from Astro Vega. I've often asked myself, what is a meteorite hunt like? Would I be able to find a meteorite on the ground of a desert land? Then I got obsessed with the idea and researched for a year on the subject. So I finally flew down to the southwestern part of the United States of America and met Larry Atkins, a meteorite hunter. As we met by accident in Franconia, Desertland, Arizona, he invited me to do a couple of meteorite hunts with him and gladly went along for the ride and learned everything I could about meteorite hunting. Larry Atkins is an early member of IMCA, the International Meteorite Collectors Association. His website, Cosmic Connection Meteorites, is packed with his massive meteorite collection, which holds hundreds of finds across the nation and throughout his career. He put on record, like for example, the biggest meteorite found in almost 50 years from the famous Holbrook strewn field, which echoed in an article November 2007 in the Meteorite magazine. In this video, me and Larry will be out in the fields looking for the first meteorite fallen from a 2-day-old fireball over Prescott, Arizona. The video was filmed on February 16, 2020. Throughout the hunt, Larry tells us his skills and the pros and cons of meteorite hunting in order to find a meteorite, and hopefully we will be the first ones to find a fresh new meteorite to be put on record.
You introduce this fresh squeeze. Really? Yep. It's really good. We're in Prescott, Arizona today looking for the most recent fall. It fell on February 16th, this past Sunday morning at about 7:30 a.m. Stefano and I are out here trying to get ourselves positioned to where we might be able to find some meteorites. So we do have state land right here, close to the small end, but we're not quite where we need to be. I sure would like to know what the boundaries of this land are. I would imagine this fence right here is probably the edge. This probably goes from there over that way. That fence, oh no, that fence stops right there. I think. And here we have land for sale that, you know, maybe we should take a walk around that land. You know, a guy like me just might be interested in buying it.
Right on.
Right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's check this land out. Right now we're in the Prescott, Arizona area searching for the meteorite that fell on February the 16th, Sunday morning at about 7:30 a.m. And we're in the potential fall zone right now. So we're hoping to find some property to search. So right now we're cruising the back roads. We're hunting meteorites through the car windows. This is one of the techniques that we oftentimes use when we first get to a strewn field. Sometimes can be effective. This house on the right.
And it's perfect ground to hunt too.
It's pretty good. It's a little soft.
Uh-huh.
The meteorites go poof into the dirt.
So what are you thinking?
Just the zone. I mean, we're right in the potential stream field. Definitely in it. Right in the middle of it. There should be meteorites just laying around right here. If everything's right. See, that's the thing, is that, you know, there's always that outside chance that this isn't even correct. I mean, you know, we have some of the best data available, but there's never any guarantees.
Oh, look at that. Cow poop.
Oh yeah, cow poop everywhere. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to park, and I'm going to get out. I'm going to run around for a couple of minutes and see if I can't come up with something.
What do you got, Larry?
It's just some pumice, some volcanic pumice. That's the first black rock I've seen, so I thought I'd at least take a look at it. So that's one really nice thing about out here, is if we are able to hunt freely and feel comfortable, it'll be a great location because there's hardly any other rocks other than this red color. So a black rock should be fairly easy to find. I'm going to park right here, and I'm going to go out for a couple of minutes. I've seen a couple shotgun shells on the ground. You know, that would usually indicate some state land. However, I don't know that for sure. So here we have some of the basic tools of meteorite hunting. We have a magnet taped onto the end of a stick. Most meteorites are attracted to a magnet because they have metal in them. And then of course here we have a metal detector. Old Faithful here, it's the Gold Bug 2, super reliable. I've been using these for pretty much my entire career. Typically when you have these tools in your hand, you're in a place where meteorites have already been found. Today, we don't need these tools. Today we're hunting by eye, and there's a really good reason. We don't know what this material is that has fallen out of the asteroid belt. We have no idea. In fact, it might not have even come from the asteroid belt. It could be a piece of the moon. Of course, we're hunting for the moon. That's what we're ultimately looking for. The odds are highly stacked against this being the moon. But in the event that it's something rare, we don't want to touch it with a magnet, because there's some valuable information that can be gleaned by scientists, but I just know that with a fresh fall meteorite, it's not a good idea to touch it with a magnet. Also, we don't need a metal detector either, because these meteorites are going to be on top of the ground. So we've got some really excellent conditions out here for meteorite hunting. Not much vegetation. It's really dry around here. The only downfall to the area, the only negative I should say, is that the ground is extremely soft, and I'm concerned that the meteorites may be a little bit down into the dirt or level with the ground, maybe not necessarily setting on top of the ground like normal, but either way the metal detector will just slow you down. So today we get rid of the magnet stick, we get rid of the metal detector, and we hunt with our eyes and good focus, good concentration. There's a vehicle coming right now. Already. I tell you, dude, he might be coming right to us too. It don't take long. We're just gonna kind of sit right here first and see if he's coming this way. I was just about to make a run to that hill and back. He's gone. He went on through.
Yeah.
He's documenting. See that? See the little, that's called the persistent train.
Can I take the
And it was going straight, and then it just did a boom boom like that.
Wow.
And it was boom 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 boom.
Multiple
And I'm going,
bumps.
I might want to get under something.
Where were you standing?
Just up at my house, outside. I was out running my dogs.
No kidding. And it was right up here above your head?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, it may be a little bit that way.
Sure, sure.
But
So, you see these red?
splotches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what that is that's the Doppler radar returns from the weather radar. Okay. And so if you look, we're sitting right in this area right now under these three. We're right in that area. So the meteor came this way and it blew up, boom, just like you're saying. Then rocks would have been coming down, and so the small ones are
Which
here.
way's north?
This.
Oh, okay. So
see?
it's going to be.
It's just
that
like
way?
it came from that way, and it's going that way, and that's how the meteorites should be laying on the ground. So I really want to be able to like walk around out here and feel okay, and not be like feeling like I'm getting in trouble or something.
Do you have a? You don't have Onyx hunts.
No, I don't. Do I need to go get a hunting permit or something, or a?
You need to have a hunting license.
Uh-huh.
Or pay the state a permit to hike on state trust.
Okay. Is there a place around Prescott? Probably.
I don't know,
huh?
probably. I have a hunting license, so.
Right. Is somebody going to come out there and I mean, if I spent a day running around,
No, I mean.
Anybody going to mess with me?
I've seen the sheriffs.
Yeah.
And I've seen game and fish.
Sure.
The rancher can get a little pissy.
I was going to ask, so real quick, I had tried to access this land from the other side. And everywhere I went was no trespassing, locked gates. And I'm like, man, that land's got to be off limits. But then we saw this way in, and I'm like, okay, there's no gate here, you know. Okay, well, I feel a lot better about this. So, since you live here, my days here are limited. Let me give you a business card of mine. Keep your eyes open. So we're trying to actually keep it on the
down low.
Because what we don't
usually ask people on this road.
Yeah.
You fucking lost.
I know. We were waiting for somebody to ask us if we were lost. Anyway, didn't want to get in trouble, but I wanted to tell you. Look, okay, you're looking for a pitch black, solid black stone.
Okay.
Okay.
How big?
In this area here, I don't expect them to be any larger than a golf ball, and probably smaller.
Okay.
The farther you go to the west, the larger they're going to get. Okay.
Because where it blew up.
Where it blew up, the small ones. Well, the small ones don't have any mass,
right.
So they pop down first, and then the larger they are, the farther down the field they go. So in this area here, like say from here all the way to maybe another several miles that way, they're probably going to be from 1 gram to 100 grams at the most. So a little pea to that for 5 miles approximately, something like that. But here's the reason I give you my card there is, so like I said, I do work in conjunction with NASA, also Arizona State University, University of New Mexico, UCLA. Those are my 3 universities I work with. If you were to find something, it would be super, super important to science. And I would want to know about it, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then what we would want to do with that, just so you are on the level so you know what's going on, is that scientists would really want to study that. And so you're a dog guy, so this is what I like to use as the example. I had Weimaraner for a long time. I'm a bird hunter. And people go, well, why do you have to get it classified? Well, if I got a bird dog with no papers, I can only get $25 for that pup or something, $50. Yeah. If I've got papers, I get $500. Oh. You see what I'm saying? It's the same exact concept with a meteorite. Yeah, it's a meteorite, but do you have papers on it? If the answer is no, it really doesn't have a lot of value. If the answer is yes, it has value. Plus, the money value is not even the thing for me. Yeah. It's the science about it. Every time one of these things happens, did you see the guy on television talking about? He's a friend of mine. He's right here from Prescott. Robert Ward. Him and I have been hunting meteorites together for, I've probably known him 15 years now. So this strewn field's at least 5 miles long, which would probably make it a mile wide.
So everybody that I heard about is out on Williamson Valley Road looking around.
Okay, yeah. They're out that way. I think part of the reason is they're seeing all this no trespassing and stuff here, and they're all feeling like I felt. Nobody wants to get in trouble. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you hunt, do you still hunt?
I do.
There's an app that you need to get, and you can get it for your state, but it's called OnX Hunt.
Okay. All right, so great news. We have just spoke with a local guy. He lives right up the way. We got to ask him about this property out here, and he told us that it's a mix of private and state. It is like a checkerboard, typical of the West out here, but this is excellent news. We've got square mile blocks of state land. The private land's not posted. It's what do you call it? Grazing land. So, you know, in that scenario, nobody's usually going to say anything at all, whether you're on the public or the private. If they're really concerned about their piece of private land, they'll usually fence it and post it. But when we have these, what do you call it, range land for the cows, it's usually just wide open and nobody really cares. So I'm going to download an app. It's a hunting app, and it shows me the boundaries of the state land and the private land, along with landowners' names. So if we get to a piece of land and it's obviously private and we need to get on it, at least we have the landowner's name. And in the meantime, we can hunt miles and miles of public land. Yeah.
Right on. Yes, let's go for the hunt.
We're on now.